All right, if you don't know by now, I have courses over on my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com, and you can read what's included in all of them. Basically, if you like the lessons over here on the YouTube channel, you're really going to like the courses over there because it has the same style of instructional videos along with printable sheet music examples, real songs to play, and a lot more. It's a lot more like a course rather than just, individual videos here on YouTube. Now, I'm telling you this right now because if you go to the Buy Courses page, or if you scroll down actually, you would see that there's a Black Friday sale going on right now. It's actually going to go on until Tuesday the 28th. So you don't want to wait around. If you wait and forget, you're really going to kick yourself because this is the biggest discount of the year on these courses. There will be other discounts later on, but they're not going to be quite this nice, trust me. So I highly encourage you to go over there, pianolessonsontheweb.com, and check it out. And don't forget, because like I said, you'll be like, oh man, and then you'll have to wait a whole year before you can get this deal again. I'll bring this up later in the live stream. Like I said, I know some people can't make it to the end, so I just wanted to bring that up. You can check out the link in the description to go there, or you can just type in pianolessonsontheweb.com. Are my courses free of cost? Unfortunately, they are not, but they are on sale right now. Although I could be working with the delay here. You may know that here in just a minute. But yeah, head over to pianolessonsontheweb.com, either, right now or, after the live stream, and check out the deals on the courses. You can also scroll down and you can, let me show you what I'm talking about here. That would be nice. You can also scroll down and you can take a look. So here's the sale, and you scroll down. You can actually take a look at the individual courses as well. And when you click on a course, it takes you to the description page. You can watch a sample video, read the course description, and any other information you might need. Hello, Rich is back once again. Question, how many grade levels are there? I'm not really sure. I'm not really big on the grading system. I don't know a whole lot about it. Okay, we're going to get started here in a minute. So glad you come out here, Rich, and everybody else joining us here today. We are going to get started here with our lesson on all 12 major scales. Okay, let me get this set up. Let me make sure I got everything all good. Okay. I think we're all right. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do an intro here. Hey, Adria's here once again. Welcome out, Adria. Are you looking for one resource, one video online to learn all 12 of your major scales with the included fingering? Well, you've come to the right place because that's what we're doing today. So let's just get on to our first scale, which is C major. C major has 0 sharps and 0 flats. And the fingering, as you'll see here, with the right hand ascending, meaning you're going up this way, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you wanted to continue going up the second octave, you would cross under to hit 1 there and then continue going with the same fingering. But if you're only going up 1 octave, you can end with 5 right here and just do the reverse finger and you go back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And you want to learn how to do it fluidly, where when you hit this third finger here, you're going to be crossing your thumb underneath, and coming down, you're going to pivot smoothly after the F to the C. The left hand is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So you're going to have to pivot after this G. Coming down, it's the opposite. It's 1, 2, 3, and then you have to cross the thumb underneath to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then when you do them together, obviously you're going to want to go nice and slow, but you just follow the fingering. It's the same fingering that we just did. You just have to concentrate on both hands at the same time. All right, let's take a look. I want you to take a look at the slide again really quick in case you need to pause the video and take a look at the fingering to practice this scale. Okay, the second scale is G major. By the way, we're going in the order of the circle of fifths, which is a fancy ways of saying that we're going in order of like how we're adding the sharps. So we're going from no sharps to one sharp to two sharps to the one with three sharps. So in order, so they're not getting super hard right away. All right, G major has one sharp, and that's F sharp. And there's the fingering there, but I'm going to show you actually here on the piano as well. So it's the same thing. You remember like with a C major scale, you're playing from one C up to the next C, all the white keys in between. Well, you're actually doing the same thing with the G major scale. It's just that the next to last note, you replace the F with an F sharp. And of course there's a fingering for this too. And actually good news for us, because the fingering is the same it was for the C major scale. It's actually going to be the same for the next one too. That's the same for all of them, but for these first few, it makes it easy for us. So fingering is, on the G, obviously you're going to hit 1, and you have 2, 3, then you're going to have to cross underneath to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you wanted to go up another octave, you could cross again to hit 1 here, but if you're doing just one octave, you can hit 5, and then come back down the opposite fingering, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then 3, 2, 1, just like that. All right, and then the left hand is the same as the C major scale. It's 5, 4, 3, 2. Actually, let me play it down here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 1. And then coming back down, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. All right, so let me put this up on the screen again for you in case you need to pause the video and, take a look, visually at what the fingering is, or you can just review that part of the lesson again. So we're going to now talk about the next scale, which is going to be... All right, the next scale is D major. D major has two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. So the fingering, lucky for us, is the same as it was before. This time, though, when you're playing up the scale, you got to keep in mind we have two sharps, F and C. So instead of playing F and C, we're going to play F sharp and C sharp. So when we go up the scale, that third note's going to be F sharp, and that next to last note is going to be C sharp. Same fingering as before, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then same thing with all the other scales. If you want to continue going cross underneath, continue the same fingering. But if you want to end on one octave, you end with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And obviously same thing, you want to learn how to do them smoothly as well. Okay, left hand. Same fingering as the other two. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And then it coming down is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a great thing about practicing these is that the first few, at least with the fingering, once you get that first scale down, it's a little easier with the others, as long as they share the same fingering, which of course they don't, but you'll see. All right, so let's get on to the next one, next scale, which is, actually, let me show you the D major really quick. You can pause the video right there if you need, but here is the next scale. Okay, A major has three sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp this time. And hey, lucky for us, what do you think I'm going to say? Is that it's the same fingering as the other scales before. This time, you just got to keep in mind that the third note is sharp, that's C sharp. And then these next to last two notes, if that makes any sense, 1, 2, the third note, and then the sixth and the seventh note are sharped. But the same fingering, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Coming down is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you get the idea. Okay, let's move on to the next scale, which is going to be E major. E major has four sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. And hey, what do you think I'm going to say? The fingering is the same. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the only difference between this scale is obviously starting on E. You got sharps here and here. Before you play the scale, it might be a good idea to actually like chart out in your mind and placement on the keyboard actually visually where these sharps are taking place. Okay, let us get on to the next scale, which is B major. B major has 5 sharps: F, C, G, D, and A. So it has a lot of sharps this time. When I start getting into scales this far along, it's I really start to think about what notes aren't sharp, right? Because you really only have 2 more notes that couldn't be sharp. So in the B major scale, you start on B, and then the next 2 notes are sharped, and then you have E. The next 3 are sharp. So really, it's just B and E are not sharped. And since you're starting on B, there's actually a third or another B up there. So fingering is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should sound familiar. If you wanted to keep going too, you could cross right here again, but no need in this case. Come down, the fingering is the opposite. However, with the left hand, it's different actually. Weird, huh? All right, so you don't start on 5 this time. You actually start on 4, and the fingering is 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back down, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not the same as the other scales, but at least it's easy to remember because it's very repetitive. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming back the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then the scales actually, to let you know, from now on, we'll be messing with the fingering more and more. So good luck. All right, let's get on to the next scale. All right, next scale is F sharp major, and we have F, C, G, D, A, and E sharp. Lots of sharps this time. The only sharp we don't have is actually, actually B. Hold on a minute. Okay, so the only sharp we don't have is actually B. All the other ones are sharped, so there's B. Now, hey, I played a white key here. Didn't I say there's only 1 sharp? How's there 2? Well, this note's actually E sharp, so keep that in mind when you're playing it, that you'll have the first 3 sharps, a white key, these 2 sharps, but then you're going to hit this E sharp right here. All right, and just like that. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, the fingering is way different, by the way. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then if you're going up the second octave, it actually lines up perfectly to go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Just like that. Then coming back down, it's the opposite fingering. 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2. And then the second octave. 1, 3, 2, 1, 1, 4, 3, 2. Just like that. Okay, the left hand is same notes. You start with these 3 black keys is 4, 3, 2, 1. And then with these 2 black keys, it's 3, 2, and then 1, 4. And actually, same thing with this fingering. You can actually continue to go up that same second octave using the same fingering. But here I'm just going to go down the next octave with fingers 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Just like that. All right, let's get on to the next scale, which of course is, okay, C sharp major. And it says F sharp major. Sorry about that. C sharp major. There we go. Has 7 sharps. F, C, G, D, A, E, and B. Everything is sharped. All right, but you have to keep in mind that when you play it on the piano, that you're actually going to have 2 white keys involved, because this is E sharp and this one's B sharp. So just keep that in mind. You have these 2 black keys, and then you hit the F or the E sharp there, 3 black keys, and then B sharp there. It's always the furthest white key in this case. So you have 2 black keys, further white key, 3 black keys, and then the further white key, if you want to think about it that way. The fingering is 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. If you want to continue up the second octave, it's 2, 3, and then same fingering, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then 2 if you wanted to continue going up. Coming back down, it's 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. And you can see, obviously, from the slide there, you can feel free to pause the video if you need to take another look at that. All right, back to the keyboard for the left hand. That's what it's called. So you're going to start with 3, 2 this time on C sharp, D sharp. You're going to hit 1 there, and then it's 4, 3, 2, next 3 black keys, and then 1, 3. And it sets you perfectly to go up to the second octave using the same fingering we just did. All right, now the coming down, it's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Just like that. All right, so those are all the scales with the sharps. There's quite a few with flats as well. Let's take a look at them. Okay, F major, getting easier again, actually, because now we got a 1 flat going on. So F major is 1 flat, B flat, and the fingering, luckily, is not very difficult. So you start with, by the way, it's going from 1 F up to the next F. However, you're replacing the B with a B flat right there. Other than that, all are the same. So the fingering is 1, 2, 3, 4. On this B flat, you're going to pivot and play 1, 2, 3, 4 again. If you want to go up another octave, you cross under right here to continue 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you cross right here at the E to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then coming back, of course, it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. All right, left hand is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like the C major scales, the same fingering. 3, 2, 1. Coming up the second octave, if you want to do that, you can cross with the 4 on G here and continue up 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Coming back down, it's obviously the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cross here with 1, 2, 3, and then cross here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, next is B flat major. B flat major has 2 flats, a B flat and E flat. And when you take a look at the scale, not too bad. You know, you have a flat right in the beginning and then a flat right there in the 4th note. And then other than that, you know, not until the last note do you have the same flat. The fingering is 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to continue up the second octave, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming back down, it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and then right here you're going to cross with 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and then you can end with 3 or 4. Okay, left hand is 3, 2, 1, and then 4 on this E flat, 3, 2, 1, 3. Continuing up the same octave, your hand lines up perfectly to hit 2, 1, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. descending, it's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, and then you're gonna have to pivot right here to hit the 1 on the D. 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. E flat major. E flat major has another flat added. It has B flat, E flat, and A flat. And you can pause if you need to look at that fingering, but I'll bring it up in a few minutes. Okay, so this time, E flat major has 3 flats. It has B flat, E flat, and A flat. So chart them out on the piano. They're right here, here, and here. So you're starting on the E flat. So the next 2 notes are just white keys, F and G. And then the next are the 2 flats, A flat, B flat, and then C, D, E flat. Whoops. Just like that. And then the fingering is 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. If you want to continue up the second octave, cross under to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Coming back down the other way, it's 3, 2, 1, and then it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, and then 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. Left hand, you start with 3 on the E flat, and you do 3, 2, 1, and then you cross to hit 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, and then continuing up, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 3. And then you can continue up another octave if you wanted. But coming down, it's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cross under 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to the screen or the slide. If you need to take a look at the fingering and pause the video, feel free to do that. If not, we are going to continue on to the next scale, which happens to be... Okay, the next scale is A flat, which of course has 4 flats, a B, E, A, and a D. So taking a look here with A flat, let's chart out the flats here. You have B, E, A, and D. So actually, a lot of the flats are right in the first 5 notes of the scale. You have these 2 black keys, A flat, B flat. Then you hit C, and then 2 black keys, and then 2 white keys, and then you hit the pattern again. So just mark them out right there. All right, let's take a look here at the fingering. So I would use 2, 3, and then you're going to cross here to hit 1 on the C, 2, 3, and then for the final, you're going to hit 1, 2, 3 with the F, G, and A flat. Coming down, it's 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Now, what I forgot to mention, though, is when you get up to the second octave, it sets you up perfectly. Actually, you know what? You can do it with 2, 3 in the beginning, but I would do it with 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because that sets you up for the second octave to go 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. But you can honestly start on 2, and it'll work out fine. You'll just have to know that at the second octave, that the fingering will change a little bit. So to maintain that consistency, you might want to start with finger 3. Okay, left hand is fingering is 3, 2, 1, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. And then it lines you up perfectly for the second octave with 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. Obviously, coming back down, it's the opposite. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2. I forgot what scale I was playing for a second. 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. And then coming back down, it's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Just like that. All right, good news about the next scale, because this next scale is awesome. You'll find out. Okay, D flat major. Now we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this one. It has 5 flats, B, E, A, D, and G. and it's identical in how it's played to C major. Now the notes aren't the same. I'll explain here right now. Basically, is that so D flat, right? Anytime you have, actually every note can have two names. It can have a sharp name or a flat name, or I guess like a natural name. But anyway, you could do excuse me. Okay, so anyway, you can have either C sharp or D flat. So that's why even the scales, when you build the notes off of the scale, it winds up looking identical. Same fingering as well. So use the fingering we use for C sharp. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Right. And then coming back down, it's the same. Now, it is different though, because instead in D flat, there are 5 flats. B, E, A, D, and G. So here they are, right here. And, and any of the notes in between are just natural notes. So you have D flat, E flat, and then you have F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat. So that's why in the D flat scale there are 5 flats. But in the C sharp scale, how many sharps were there? There were 7 sharps. And that's because these white keys now are counted as sharps in the C sharp major scale. You got C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, not F, G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C sharp, or B sharp, C sharp. Just like that. But use the same exact fingering. All right, left hand. I'm not going to go over the notes again, but because you should know them by now. You got 3, 2, 1. And then 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. So the same as before the C sharp major scale. Coming up the second octave, it's 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. Coming down, it's the opposite. Just like that. All right, I'll let you take a look at, pause the video if you need to look at the fingering some more. If not, we're going to get on to the last 2 final scales, which good luck for us, or good news for us, are G flat major, which is the same as F sharp, and then C flat major, which is the same as B. So G flat major on piano, I mean actually in reality it has 6 flats, B, E, A, D, G, and C, but on the piano it looks identical to F sharp major, fingering included. So take a look back at that scale. You know, if you're this far in the video, you might know it already. And that'll show you the fingering and everything. So, you know, why reinvent the wheel? You already know the scale, basically. It's just important that instead of calling this note F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp, it's now called G flat, A flat, B flat. So just be careful of that distinction. Other than that, notes look the same on the piano, and the fingering is the same. All right, good news for us, because the next scale is C flat major, which happens to be the same as B, as I mentioned before, as all 7 flats, B, E, A, D, G, C, and F. The fingering is the same as B. Thank goodness, right? That's what we're all saying. So it looks like this. Now the question is, why are there 5 sharps in B, but in C flat there's 7 flats? Well, again, because in the key of B, these white keys are actually just their name. So you have E here and then B right here. However, when you play the C flat scale, this one now becomes F flat. So there's one of the extra flats. Obviously you have these flats up here, and then you have the other flat right there. So the same applies for what we were talking about before. Okay, so that is all of the major scales. You may have counted more than 12. There are 12 that, if you don't count the ones that overlap, like G flat being the same as F sharp, same kind of thing. But if you follow this guide, you will know all of your major scales. If you let me know if you want to learn about your minor scales with the fingering and everything in 2 octaves in the comments. I would love to know if you guys are interested in that video. Scales tonight. Joey Young, do I ever practice playing modal scales, or is that just a waste of time? Just the major and minor scales. So the answer is I don't practice the modal scales. It's important to know what they are and how to construct them, but in terms of fingering and practicing them regularly, it's not a normal thing to practice your modes, at least not on piano. Okay, good. So the minor scales, we do have some interest in learning the minor scales. That's great to know for sure. Yeah, scales are very, very important. Also, if you want to know your key signatures, like knowing the layout of each key, like obviously when you're learning the F scale, like I was telling you, all right, you have the black key, that flat right there in the fourth note, and try to map it out in your head that way. Knowing your scales, like by the back of your hand, is very, very useful in writing music and playing in different keys because you're going to have a visual representation in your mind on how that key is laid out. It's very good finger exercise as well. Hello, Cheryl. How you doing this evening? Glad you could make it out with us. All right, so any other questions about scales or really anything? I'll take a couple general questions. You're very welcome, Joey. Excuse me. All right, in the meantime, because I want everybody to know in case some people can't make it to the end again, but this is usually when I bring it up anyway. All right, so while I'm doing this, feel free to let me know any other questions you may have. And then after I talk about the website, I'll talk about, the upcoming lessons after that. So make sure to stick around for that kind of good, juicy stuff. Awesome. I will check my mailbox, fuddy duddy, for sure. I checked it a little bit earlier, though. You must have just sent them to me. Okay, so I have a website, pianolessonsontheweb.com, where I've over 20 courses I've made to help you, the YouTube fan base, students, really learn a lot more about piano and music. Obviously, there's courses about a lot more than what we cover on the channel. There's also courses as a good review of the things we talked about on the channel as well. But the one thing I want to tell you right now is that there is a Black Friday sale going on. It's the biggest sale of the year. You really don't want to miss out on it. It ends Tuesday, the 28th of November. So don't wait, to the last minute because you might forget. These are the biggest discounts on not only the individual courses, but the course packs as well. It's probably the perfect time to pick up the all course access or, the beginner's pack if you wanted to start with that. So feel free to look at each pack, see what courses are included. And then actually, if there's a course you're interested in, just click on it. It's going to take you to the description page. You're going to be able to read about it. You're going to see a sample video from the course. So, pianolessonsontheweb.com. All courses and course packs on sale right now. The best time of year to get them. So please don't wait. Pianolessonsontheweb.com. And another great thing about it is that it will also help the channel and, lessons on the web as a whole. So you do get, not only do you benefit from getting the courses, but I benefit and the whole channel benefits as well. Hey, Molly's here. How you doing, Molly? Molly Max says hello. Do I know anything about Neapolitan chords? The answer is yes. I will have to re-look them up though before I talk about them because it has been a while since I've used them. But yes, I do know about them. Okay, yes, on minor scale. So that is really good to know. All right, let me do this really quick. All right, in case you needed a link to that Black Friday sale. All right, so any other, let's see if we have any other questions. Yeah, Rich, so let me write down Neapolitan chords for you. Let me get some of these lesson ideas down so I don't forget. Cheryl has a great question about scales, though. First, should you learn the names of the scales or just scales? Should you know the names of the inversions or just the inversions? So scales and inversions are different. Inversions is related to chords, where you're changing up the order of the notes. So I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. You should learn the names of the scales, or just scales. Should you know the names of the inversions, or just the inversions? Okay, wait. Should you know that you should know the name of the scale? You should know the notes that are in the scale. So like if I say G major, you should know that that scale has one sharp. So you should know what notes are sharp or flat in that scale. And then you should also be able to play scales. Chris, if you are a beginner or practicing your scales, it will dramatically improve your playing. If you're just starting out and you don't know your scales already, it's very, 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 very helpful. Trust me. Very helpful. Okay, oh yeah, I wanted to write the modes, or not modes, Neapolitan chords down. Alright, so I'm just writing this down. Meanwhile, you can feel free to let me know any questions you might have. Okay, we back. All right, let me show you if you go to the website, again, pianolessonsontheweb.com, and you click on community, there's a free page here for the live stream attendees here. And then we have the calendar of what we're talking about and when. I actually need to update it past next week, because next week's the next, after this week, which is 12 major scales, community Q&A. Next week is easy two-handed piano playing practice routine is the next one. Sorry, it's getting late. It's hard for me to say. Complete sentences is just too much. And then we have Sunday. The next Sunday is another community Q&A, just to let you know. And then just check back here. Next few days, I'll be updating it with the newest topics coming in probably to and through the new year. Yeah, Isaac hit the nail right on the head. Absolutely. Summer Chan, why are the fingers fixed in each scale? Because when we play a song, the fingering would be different anyway. No, the fingering, some passages of the song might have different fingering, but in general, you will use that scale fingering in the piece. It does apply. It doesn't apply directly 100% all the time. That part is true. Generally, the way your hands will line up is just whatever makes sense depending on what the range is and what notes you have to hit. But there are scale passages in different Beethoven pieces and everything. So yeah, it's not directly, but you will see that scale fingering come up. And actually, you want to... Why are the fingers fixed? Yeah, because if you're playing each scale, and you want to go up multiple octaves, to do that effectively, you need the correct fingering. If I do just any fingering, like say I do the C major scale fingering on C sharp, it's very awkward. I can't do it nearly as fast as with the correct one. Joey, do you think it's better to learn a lot of pieces at the beginning to try to perfect one piece before moving on to the next? I recommend you work on anywhere between 2 and 3 pieces as a beginner. You should probably be working on one that's a little bit challenging, you know, or maybe a bit challenging, and then 2 that you can manage that are a little bit more on the fun side, but also challenge enough, though, to where you'll learn something from learning them. So, you don't have to absolutely perfect each piece, especially as a beginner. You want to be objective about your playing. You want to like really be like, all right, well, when I learn this song, I'm really going to focus on the rhythm and getting the rhythm as accurately as possible and focus on that. If you try to make every little detail perfect, you might drive yourself crazy in some instances. Now, if you're learning a piece for a recital or something like that, or just a piece you want to play for everybody, then yeah, you do want to be playing it, to master it. You want to be playing it over and over and over again. Okay, Julio says, my goal is to learn how to play Eris theme someday. Is it an intermediate piece or is it way above? Well, Rich could answer that for you. I would say it's probably early. I would say it's intermediate, early intermediate. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at it again, Rich, because I don't know if it's beyond your level. If you can learn that Moonlight Sonata, I think that Moonlight Sonata is more difficult, but I could be wrong. I haven't looked at it in a while. So let's say intermediate for sure. Oh, excuse me. Still, I didn't drink or anything yesterday, but I'm still like recovering from the family, just like the excitement of yesterday. Okay, Isaac says, how long do you think it'll take me to learn to read music if I were to practice 2 to 3 hours each day? You could learn in a week, probably. Probably that long. All right. DA Animate says, is it alright to use my 1, 2, 3 fingering to play root position chords? Yeah, kinda. I would use 1, 3, 5. Why mess with success? You can use 1, 2, 3 if you want. Okay, wait a second. Cheryl says, I know versions deal with scales. My other teacher, is teaching me inversions, but I'm not sure. Let's see. But not what they're called. Okay. I'm still lost. I know inversions deal with scales. My other teachers teach me versions, but not what they're called. Okay. Huh. Dex. Dexter Studio says, is it okay I don't know the Circle of Fists completely? Absolutely unacceptable. I mean, it's okay. But what you want to do is you want to go to YouTube and let's see here. You want to type in Circle of Fifths into the search engine. And, oh, hey, look, there's my face. And you want to take a look at this lesson called How to Master the Circle of Fists and your key signatures in one easy lesson. So please check that out. It will help bunches. Okay, Isaac, excuse me for yawning, everybody. I'm just getting tired here. Like I said, still long day yesterday. It was a good day, though. Isaac, is a metronome required or just highly recommended? Not required. Yeah, highly recommended. And you don't have to play with the metronome all the time. You really just want to use it as a practice tool to help you out. Thanks, says Dexter Studios. You're very welcome. Yeah, the third movement of Moonlight Sonata can be pretty difficult. Okay, any other questions about scales or anything? We're approaching the hour. And then we are meeting again. I want to let you know we are meeting again on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whatever 48 minutes ago was for you, that's when we start on Sunday. And we meet most Fridays and Sundays at around the same time. So if you want to check us back out on Sunday, feel free. Oh, yeah, on Sunday, it's question and answer session. So what I want you to do is I want you between now and Sunday to think of the number one pressing questions you have about learning piano, or maybe you're stuck on a piece or something, or you just have an itching question, burning question. Bring it to Sunday's live stream, and I'll be answering all of those. And that's really basically what we're going to be doing. We usually get really, really good questions at those. It's a good time, so you're always welcome to come out to that. Gregory says starting December 1st to 14th, January 1, we'll have 4 hours a day. What should I practice? All right. Oh, Chris. Okay, good luck on your operation. Have a great night. Okay, Gregory. What should you practice? It depends on what you know and what you don't know already. So scales. I've been talking a lot about scales. Learn your scales. If I didn't say scales enough times. Really think about what you haven't learned yet. Like, I don't know how far along you are, or what pieces you're working on. Okay. Yeah, actually, you know what? Because I want to give you a better answer, Gregory. Gregory, how about you either email me, tim@lessonsontheweb.com, or Facebook message me that question. I want to think about that a little bit. And give me a little bit more information on what you're working on, and I can provide a little bit more insight. But I'll need more information and actually get into a discussion with you to figure out that answer. All right, I'm doing all right. So, Legingador, how could I reduce the number of times I have to look down to reposition my hands? Just practice, or should I feel around the piano key with my hand? That is something that will naturally come over time. Actually, learning your scales is, again, decent at this because you will begin to feel the layout of the keyboard as you're playing the scale. But it is something that comes with time. Try to look at the music as much as possible, but inevitably, especially in the beginning, you're going to have to be looking down at the keys to figure where everything else is out. Everything else is. All right, Adria, was tonight's time wrong? No, I don't think so. It showed the live stream for 5 p.m. tonight and not 7 p.m. and the next one for 12/1. A little confused. All right, I'll have to look at that. I don't think it was any different. Depending on what country you're in, Adria, we did change time zones recently, but that was a few weeks ago, so I don't think you'd be confused by that. It's always the same time. I might have posted the time wrong, but it's always the same time. Let me see. Let me look into it a little bit. Eight to nine. So on the website, it's okay. So I'm not sure. It could have been on YouTube. I'll double check on YouTube later. Oh, Cheryl says, sorry to be confusing. I had surgery and have to take pain medicine. That's all right, Cheryl. So if you want to, again, anybody who wants to ask me questions after the live stream, now it'll take I won't get back to them right away because I usually kind of prepare for bed after I'm done the live stream. Actually edit the live stream and then get ready for bed. So I might answer them tomorrow. But if you want me to answer your questions after the stream, I always extend the offer out to either contact me on Facebook through the lessons on the webpage or through email, or you can ask your questions again, Cheryl. So sorry about your surgery, that you're on pain medicine. I hope that you recover very, very soon and very, very quickly. All right, everybody, I am seriously running out of steam here, and I feel like I'm not giving everybody 100% of my energy because of it. So I think I'm going to end the stream here. If I didn't get to your question, I apologize. Like I said, you can contact me after the stream, or just come to Sunday stream where we'll be answering questions again. Let me do a little bit of an outro here for everybody. Isaac, I would start simpler and move up from there. Oh, you found a nice keyboard. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Okay, let me think of an outro to do. Yeah, I will teach you how to do minor scales. Absolutely. That's definitely on the agenda now, since a lot of people seem to want that lesson. Okay, and if you want to learn more about scales, of course, I'm going to provide a link that will pop up somewhere for you. Of course, you can also check the description as well if you want to learn more. So you know who it is, Tim from Lessons on the Web. Thanks for coming by. Have a great day, and I'll see you for the next lesson. Thank you so, so much.